This is the Akko POM Brown switches, Akko's first take on a full POM tactile switch. So how do they sound and feel? Let's find out. But first, a quick message from our channel sponsor, PcbWay. PcbWay is your one-stop shop for all your PCB prototyping needs. And let me tell you that they are having their 5th PCB design contest, in which you can participate and submit your designs until the 31st of December. There are 3 types of teams that you can join, and of course, prizes. To learn more about this event, head over now to pcbway.com and prototype the easy way with PcbWay. Links in the description. Hey guys, Arx here and welcome back to my channel. And we are back at it again with another Akko switches, and today let's all take a look and listen at Akko's new tactile switch, the Pom Browns. This is a tactile switch with a full POM material and has that light tactility like the MX Browns. I'm very much excited to try them out as it's been a while since we tried some Akko tactiles. The last one was the Jelly Purple, and I am also really keen on trying out the full POM switch on a tactile, so I really hope it turns out well. By the way, the switches were sent for a review by Akko, but they didn't see the final script, and of course, I'll give you guys my honest and unbiased opinion about their switches. I'll put all of Akko's link on the description down below, so please do check them out. So in today's video, it's going to be the usual, a stock versus lube comparison and a Soundtest comparison versus other Akko tactile switches, and of course a material breakdown. If you all want to hear my thoughts and opinion about the Pom Browns, please do stick around at the end of the Soundtest. And speaking of Soundtest, let me give you guys a quick disclaimer before we start. That the sound and experience will vary depending on your keyboard build, meaning to say that it might feel and sound different on your board. We are of course be using the Vega 65 with a polycarbonate plate, a PCB to plate foam, and one case foam. The switches was lubed by the Tribosys 3203 and 105 grade 0 on the springs. The keycaps that was used on the Soundtest was a Geek Art PBT set. So with all of that out of the way, please do enjoy the Soundtest on the Akko POM Brown switches. And that was the sound test on the Pom Brown switches by Akko. Please do let me know on what you think about them on my comment section down below, and let's have some quick discussion. As you know, I always try to answer your questions as much as I can. Before we talk about my own thoughts and opinion, you already know what's next. Let's break down the materials that was used on the switch. As you can see, these are a 3-pin switch and is using an MX style housing. We have POM for the top housing, POM on the bottom housing, and of course our favorite POM on the stem. Lastly, the springs, it is an 18mm with a 40-gram actuation force. So that was a material breakdown on the Akko POM Brown switches, and if you made it up to this point of the video, I would like to say thank you for staying, and again reminding you that the sound and experience will vary depending on your keyboard build, so again it might and will feel and sound different on your board. Finally, let's all talk about my thoughts on the feel. I don't really like tactiles on stock, regardless if they are smooth or not, but the feeling on these on stock is quite alright, although there was of course some scratches given that it is a full palm, and of course that plastic raw feeling that I always talk about when I'm typing on a switch that is on stock. So I lube mine slightly with a Pcbways 3203 and only on the rails and avoiding the stem legs. I didn't really focus on bag lubing the springs because there was little to no spring pings, which is really nice. The scratches are less noticeable and to be honest even on stock, so I gotta give it up for Akko on their first take on a POM Tactile. I know this might be one of the first full POM Tactile switch on the market, making it a bit unique. Now for the tactility, it is indeed light and the bump is on an early to mid rounded bump. And it has an 18mm springs which gives it a more feel, and it has a snappier return which surprisingly I find it oddly satisfying to type on, but due to the light actuation I find myself having some typos from time to time. It also has a 1.9mm pre-travel, which is a bit common for some Akko switches. I would try to switch it up to some heavier springs and see how it goes. But honestly, it is a great light tactile switch. Now let's move on to my thoughts on the sound. On stock, it was quite high pitched and sounded all over the place. I mean, it is on stock, but of course once lube, it sounded more subtle. So it has that deep, snappy, tactile sound profile, which honestly, I like the sound that it brings on our Vega, as you can't really hear how light the tactility is. And is this like the best sounding Akko Tactile? Well, not really. I mean, it can be better, but honestly, for what they are, they really sound decent, and again, this is basing on my preference. Overall, I can say that they are fairly decent for what they are. I mean, they're a full POM switch, and this is their first full POM switches. Do I recommend trying out the full POM switches of Akko's? Well, I would only recommend them if you like a light tactile and want something different. So yes, you might want to try these out. But if you are looking for something to upgrade on, like upgrading your tactile switch experience, I'd rather recommend getting something else like the Vala Supply, the Shogun switches. So again, they do feel light, so keep that in mind, but honestly, aren't all Akko switches light at this point? Or it's just me? Because I saw some people commenting that I am the only one who finds it light, so yeah, might as well comment it down below. Again, this will still boil down to your preference, so if you have a friend, try asking for like 3 pieces to try this out and see if you like the sound and feel. And that is it for the video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed, and I really hope you find the video helpful on my review on the Akko POM Brown. If you do, please don't forget to hit the like button to help my channel grow as we aim to hit 3K subs at the end of the year. And let's also aim for the usual, the 50 likes. I know we can hit it. What's next? Well, we will finally cover the mix and match switches by Tray Studios, and we'll be reviewing a budget TKL, so please stay tuned. Again, don't forget to like the video, share if you want, and of course subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys on the next Soundtest. Peace.